When do you go full Christmas mode?
I mean, I'm kind of ready now. Let's do it now.
That is what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. I go full Christmas mode right after Halloween. I would have put my lights up this weekend if I wouldn't have been in trouble with the wife. As far as I'm concerned, as the Christmas stuff, as the Halloween stuff is going down, the Christmas stuff should be going up. I can skip right over Thanksgiving, go straight to Christmas.
As my children get older, I want to savor the moments more because they're only going to be in a Christmas, as little kids for so many years. So I may put my Christmas stuff up this weekend and just say, F it. Just do it
I
anyway.
think you should. I think you should go full on.
We're also supposed to get our first snow of the year, of the season.
Oh, my God.
So,
30 seconds in and you brought up weather.
technically, it's a minute and 53 seconds, but yes.
Right, but we started recording before we started actually recording, if that makes any sense. That's got to be a record. 30 seconds in, you brought up weather.
Probably is. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's do it now. If I'm definitely, as I get older, I'm much like, I really enjoyed Halloween this year, and I never enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. When you have children, holidays start to mean a lot more to you. Especially like Halloween and Halloween and Christmas, I would say, have become a much bigger deal.
Like Thanksgiving just seems stressful this year. Like apparently we're gonna host and I'm gonna have to cook food. Like, I don't know. Let's just move on to Christmas.
I firmly believe that over the last 5 to 10 years, Thanksgiving has really taken a downgrade as a holiday. You could make an argument that it used to be number 2. I think Thanksgiving has slipped down significantly. Like, people don't really want to do it anymore, I don't think.
Well, and it's just, I mean, it's so expensive. Like, chocolate for Halloween this year was expensive. By the way, my packs of cards were a hit.
No, they
Kids
weren't.
loved them.
No,
Kids
they
loved
didn't.
them.
No kid wanted that. What did they want? Like, whoa, wow, I'm really thankful for this Greg Maddux card from 1986. Thanks for that.
I mean, kids can't buy cards now because they're so
They can
expensive.
buy them. They don't want to.
No, they're expensive. So here are some free cards from 1989. Your parents probably weren't even born yet. And here, Jim Abbott, John Burkett, Tom Glavine.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
They really loved that. They loved it. Those kids really wanted those baseball cards. Like, I'm sure they're gonna egg your house.
We set out some chocolate too. It just wasn't cards. They got some chocolate
okay.
too.
Oh, wait a minute. You put out the chocolate and you handed out the baseball cards?
So no, we put out both, and we had my father-in-law sit here and monitor. Imagine that. As kids and families are walking up and they just see this gangly old man who they think is dressed for Halloween, but that's just how he looks all the time. Sitting there.
Oh, if I see somebody standing out, like, I'm very particular about what house I'm going to let the kids go up to. Like, if I saw your father-in-law out there, that's a red flag. We're not going to that house. We're going to skip that one.
I mean, I'm the opposite. I was sending my kids up to houses that you knew were not like open for Halloween or whatever, giving out treats, but the porch light was on, so I would tell them to go knock on the door anyways. It's their fault.
I don't understand people who don't do Halloween. Like, you can participate in society for one night. One night you can participate in society.
I mean, so I agree with you, but I will say it can be a little nerve-wracking. It can, like, if you're not a social person and, you continually have to, sit outside and communicate or open your door and give candy. Some people that they're just not comfortable with that, but there are alternatives. Like,
you could, I get that, but you can just put a bowl of candy outside of your house and leave it there. You can do that. If you can take the trash out, you can put candy outside of your house. Now, if you can't afford it, and that I totally understand, right? If you're tight on a budget, yeah, that's an acceptable reason not to do it. But if it's just your social anxiety, no, you got to be part of society for one night. You got to do it. I saw when we were trick-or-treating that I thought was very strange for some reason. some lady put up on a sign that said free candy. Well, yeah, it's Halloween. Like, why did you need to put the free in there? I was baffled by this. I went to the door to ask them why they wrote free on there. Like, well, oh, okay, because we were paying for it other places.
I mean, yeah, you need to get to the bottom of that. That's a question that needs to be addressed.
I don't know. Well, they didn't have children, so maybe they have no idea how to like Halloween.
I mean, that's actually quite funny. Yeah, I don't really have any good stories. It was a boring trick or treating, but it was good. The weather was fine. Oh shit!
God, see, dude, you can't be stopped.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
You can't be stopped. Okay.
Like, I'm so crazy about the weather that
you did it again.
I look weeks in advance. Like, I'm already planning out outdoor weekend activities on a Tuesday, for the weekend based upon the weather. That could change.
You have to be stopped. You're not only getting older, but you're accelerating like exponentially. Right?
I mean,
you've gone from you're going to be 65 in 10 years to you're going to be 65 by the end of today.
Do you ever have this feeling? So I was on Facebook and a friend that I haven't talked...
Sounding older already.
A friend that I haven't seen or talked to in probably a decade popped up randomly. And they were like, oh, this is what 46 looks like. And I was like, holy shit. I hope I don't look like that at 46. And like, I'm not that far away from 46.
Oh, no. So I'm a little bit older than you. I think like 3 or 4 or 5 years older than you. And yeah. I've really reached the point. Like once you hit 40, your body really starts to change. Like you're approaching going over the hill as you're getting to 40. Like you're approaching it right now. But my age, like, oh no, you're solidly in middle age. And I see people that I went to high school with who look like crap. Like you can really go one of two directions as you age. And some people I've been like, oh my God, you look terrible. Just terrible. Like I thought you were 55.
I'm just kind of glad I don't like see these people in like I don't plan on going to a reunion. I haven't been to a reunion. I mean, listen, it's not like I aged amazingly, but I don't look that much different than when I did when I was 18, I don't think. But man, some people, they turn left when they probably should have turned right.
If you go too big or too skinny as you get older, ooh. Like some of the women that I went to school with who are a little too thin as they age, like, oh, you got to put some on here. You're looking like you're 55.
Seems like everybody in my social circle and even at work and other places, like everyone's on these shots now. Like even people that aren't fat are like, yeah, I want to lose 20 pounds, so I'm going to take this shot. Like guys, be careful with that.
Oh, I mean, I think that's going to be one of those things that's like the shovel. When we first invented the shovel, you were like, oh, you're cheating. Dig it with your hands like a man. Oh, wait, this shovel is a lot easier. We should probably use that. I think it'll become like that. I think that will become the new normal for people. Man, which is really a good thing in the sense that, yeah, there's probably some side effects to that we don't really know about, or we're going to have to really see how this plays out long term. But I don't think that there's a lot of things that are worse for you from a medical perspective than being significantly overweight. I think it's really hard on your body.
Unless you just... Never mind.
I know. I painted you into a pretty big corner.
Oh, no. Listen, I am overweight, but my levels, I've always remained active for a bigger person. My levels are fine. Like, other than I was an alcoholic when I was 25. Like,
I mean, you do have had multiple kidney stones.
But none in the last, none since I left Florida. So it's going on 15 years.
Oh, that's that long then. All right, well, way to turn it around.
Sugar's always been great. Like everything. I mean, I could still go out and run a mile faster than 90% of our audience, and I guarantee it.
Whoa.
I guarantee it.
How fast are you running a mile?
I'd run it at 10-minute pace. And I know that doesn't sound fast, but if people don't run miles, I mean, I'd run it between 9 and 10 minutes if I was doing only 1 mile.
Oh, I think if you're a runner, that's not super fast. But if you're not a runner, that's really fast.
Yeah. So, I can also, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I can also outrun a bison in a 40-yard dash.
I'm not getting into this again. It's that's the problem, is that I was on your side about you running a 9 or 10 minute mile, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. And then you go ahead and ruin it, right? It's like you have a good point, and then you completely blow it at the end. Like, you're making some astute societal observations, and then you say something like, we faked the moon landing. I'm like, can't trust anything this person says.
Listen, I watched Jurassic Park Rebirth the other night. Dinosaurs were never real.
I mean, they were. They were definitely...
Kidding. Terrible movie, though. Don't watch it.
Oh, I haven't seen any Jurassic Park since the first Jurassic Park. Like, you're never going to top that movie. I think that there's lots of sequels that maybe have been better than the original, especially if there's, like, big, long franchises. But I don't think that... I think Jurassic Park is still the best movie of the whole Jurassic Park things. I don't think you can say that necessarily about, like, Star Wars or Marvel movies or other ones that have, like, 15 movies in them.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Maybe a top 5 in the future. Why do you slurp? It's weird.
That's what they like. I mean, I don't know. It's just what I do.
Drink like a human.
Why do you have to criticize? Like, does your wife criticize everything you do? Like, God, look at him over there. Just
you're gonna say that to me when you're the ultimate criticizer?
Oh, yeah, I'm very critical of people, but I don't really have any judgment towards it. Like, I criticize without judgment. I'm just making an observation. It means nothing to me.
All right, let's give some shout-outs to people who... never mind. Let's just give some shout-outs. Okay. Addison Shaw, Chris Armstrong, and Chris is with a K, by the way. So,
woman. Is Addison a man or a woman?
Addison was a man.
Oh, I like Addison as a woman's name. Not necessarily hear a lot of Addisons as a man's name.
You don't. He was on, saw him on our YouTube if you want to go look him up yourself. Leslie Thompson, Danny Martin. Here's another. Danny is Danni.
That's got to be a woman then.
Yes. Jordan Carr. Jordan. Man, these are a lot. Jordan was a man, is a man. Aaron
usually
Dominguez.
A woman. Would you say Jordan is usually a woman more than a man?
Yes, but I know a few Jordans who are men, but I know more Jordans who are women.
Cool.
Let's see. Taylor Hooper, Justice Weaver, Angel Blankenship, and Chad Ryan. Figure we end on a good.
It's got to be
hanging Chad.
What do you think is more difficult right now? Being named Chad or being named Karen?
Probably Chad, because I feel like the Karen, whatever that was, it wasn't a movement, but whatever was going on with that with the Karen, I feel like that's gone away for the most part now.
Yeah, I would agree that Karen is on the I would agree that Chad is on the rise and Karen has started to drop off a little bit, but Karen is still significant. Okay, let me ask you this question. Would you rather be named Chad, Karen, or Alexa?
Alexa, Karen, and Chad would probably be my order.
Yeah, because Alexa, it's kind of just a coincidence. Like, you can just play it off. Chad and Karen carry too much social stigma. I would go Alexa, Chad, and then probably Karen. Because even though Karen is starting to fall off, it's still like, oh, everybody knows that one. I don't think as many people know Chad.
Which did we as a society ever identify the original Karen?
No, I wonder who that was. That'd be funny to talk to her like, you're the original Karen.
Like,
I'm sure it was somebody made it up.
Let's see here. The RIP section of the show this week goes to Dick Cheney. RIP Dick. Probably most famous for shooting somebody while on a hunting trip.
Isn't that crazy that you could be the vice president of the United States? And arguably, I think you could make an argument for him being one of the more influential, whichever way you want to take that, good or bad. He was one of the more influential vice presidents, but ultimately most people just remember him from shooting somebody with a shotgun on a hunting trip. Like, he shot somebody.
Yeah, at point blank range with a shotgun. Like,
the guy lived, though. He lived, didn't he?
For a while. I think he's dead now. Yeah, I think he did survive the actual shooting.
Man, how does that conversation go? Like, hey, you just shot this guy while hunting. Yeah, well, I'm the vice president.
Yeah. You know, Go ahead.
Do you think when he shot him with the shotgun that there was a conversation if they should just disappear the guy?
Absolutely. I do think, though, I'd have to go back to see who he shot. That's what I was looking up. But I think who he shot was like somebody in the political sphere, so probably making them disappear would be hard.
Somebody like adjacent, right? Like if you're hanging out with the vice president, other people, you're going to be someone who's missed. People are going to wonder what happened to you. But I guarantee somebody brought that up or at least thought about, oh, do we need to make this guy disappear? Should we say somebody else did it?
So his name is Herring Whittington. At the time, he was 78 years old. He was a Texas lawyer who was shot in the face, neck, and torso with birdshot.
Do you know I've actually been shot with a shotgun before?
I think I've heard this story, but it was like one little nick of
one little thing,
shot, right?
It's one of those like technical things that you can now say you've been shot because we were pheasant hunting and somebody wasn't really using good gun protocol and fired. Man, I've never seen like my dad and grandfather so pissed off. Like, you just shot my son.
Yeah, I bet. Like, fucking A, man.
That was a type of rage I had not seen before. Never seen a 7-year-old man get out of a Suburban so quickly, half drunk.
Let's see. This is actually kind of fun, learning about history. So Whittington survived, obviously, lived to be 95, and died in 2023.
Ooh, man, he should have tried to stick around just to outlive Dick Cheney, just to prove it.
The incident was the first time somebody had been shot by a sitting U.S. vice president since Hamilton was shot by Aaron Burr in 1804.
How funny, though, that, like, even though it's such a ridiculous thing in history, it's happened before. I didn't realize he was the current vice president. I thought that he was out already.
No, he was still in because Obama got elected in 2008, right? So Bush was president from 2000 to 2008.
What year did it happen? What I mean by, like, was he already on the outs? You know how there's that kind of like dead area between when one is elected, but he's still president for like 3 more months.
No, this was in the middle of their second term, February of 2006.
Oh man, that was like right in it. Hey, Mr. Vice President, you just shot somebody. Like, what?
Then, as if it wasn't that bad, a couple of days later, Whittington suffered a non-fatal heart attack.
Dude's indestructible.
Sorry.
Can you imagine getting shot by the... What a story. Like, hey, what's his name? Whittington?
Harry Whittington.
Like, hey, Harry, haven't seen you around the club. Where you been? Well, I got shot and then had a heart attack. Oh, who shot you?
Good.
Vice President. What? Did you imagine somebody has a story like that?
I mean, so here's the question. Would you take a bullet and survive to be able to say you were shot by somebody like that, right? Like, hey, I was shot by President Trump in the leg or whoever, you know. I mean, it's a story you could always tell.
I'm going to need to know the outcome pretty substantially before I'm going to go ahead and say yes to being shot. Like, I'm going to need real assurances that I'm going to survive this with minimal injuries. I'm not just going to be like, hey, he's going to shoot you, but you'll be able to say you were shot by the vice president. Like, well, am I going to live? Am I going to, like, retain all my bodily functions and current physical appearance? I would need some pretty strong guarantees.
Can I trust that guy that he's going to shoot me where I think he's going to?
I can't think of any kind of situation in which I would be like, you know what, go ahead and shoot me. Because that's just, there's too much possibility for that to go wrong. Like, I'll give you $10 million if I can shoot you in the leg.
Done. Here, shoot me in both. I don't care.
Okay, all right. But somebody's going to pay you $10 million to shoot you in the leg, but they're going to be 100 feet away. At what distance do you feel comfortable letting somebody try to shoot you in the leg?
Jesus. I mean, are we what kind of gun are we talking about?
Just a handgun. Handgun. At what distance do you feel comfortable letting someone shoot you in the leg for $10 million?
Jesus, man. I mean, comfortable?
Yeah.
I'd say point blank range, but I mean, for the sake of this show, I'll say, I don't even know how far 100 feet is, but I feel like I'd go 50, I guess? 50 feet?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go much farther than like 10. I mean, maybe if they had experience, I would go to 20. Like, right? And they're aiming mid-thigh. There's just too much equipment that, like, that's just a bad... I mean... I could go... If they were going straight for the leg, I could go as... I would want 10, I could go to 20. If they were saying, I'm going to shoot you in the shoulder, I might actually go a little bit farther. Because you would try to miss away from somebody's head.
No, if they're going to go shoulder, I want them closer. If they're aiming up...
I just feel for some reason like the shoulder, you've got a little bit more leeway.
Especially because I wouldn't get like a sharpshooter, you know what I mean? I'd get Joe Biden or somebody.
Oh, somebody that's just like shaking? I don't really think that I would go more than 10 feet away. Okay, I'm going to be 20 feet. No.
Yeah, no. I'm good with that. Let's move on from that. I wanted to ask your opinion. Does anyone care when People magazine names their sexiest man and woman alive?
No, I paid no attention to it. I actually saw that this morning, and I saw somebody was named the sexiest man alive, and I have no idea who they are.
I mean, he's actually one of the up-and-comers of film, but it's fine.
A film? Is that like film, or is that something different?
Film.
Is that I believe in the South? What's going on outside your house? Why do you keep looking over there? What's happening out there?
It's election day, right? And there's people walking around knocking on doors, and I'm really hoping that they don't knock on the door when I'm on the podcast, because then I'm going to have to get up and talk to them.
No, you could just ignore it.
No, I want to interact with my fellow citizens.
Are you going to, like, try to, like, convince him? Like, no.
No, I'm not that kind of... I mean, no. I do not push my... I don't even know if I have strong political beliefs, but I would never try to push them on anybody else because, that's just not who I am.
I would say that I have strong religious and political beliefs, but I'm not ever going to bring it up unless somebody asks me. You got to ask me before you're getting those. And I'm probably still not going to really tell you, even if you ask me.
Oh, yeah. Like, if it's brought up in a public forum or even out at a restaurant, nope. No, sir. All right. I don't really have any, like, good news to talk about. It's kind of depressing.
There's no good news, man. We're just waiting for the whole collapse of everything. Like, that's what we're in right now, waiting.
Like, I thought it was kind of ridiculous that, like, the government shut down one, but now, like, for the last couple of weeks, airports, like the biggest airports in the country, have been doing, like, temporary work stoppages because they don't have enough pilots, or air traffic controllers. And I'm thinking, like, if I'm on the tarmac and you tell me that we can't take off because there's, like, you know, we don't have somebody in the air traffic control center, like, I don't even know if I'd stay on that plane.
Oh, I think people are gonna like. I think that is a recipe for really quickly pissing people off when they have a lot riding on something, which you do when you're traveling. Like, you got to make this time, you got to do that thing, you got to make this connection, make that connection, and you're paying a lot of money. I think that's gonna piss people off real fast. Like, people are gonna get pissed about that because it's something that I think a lot of the government shutdown stuff, you don't really notice it. Like, not really, unless you're employed by them. But if you're somebody like me, like, you don't really notice the everyday effects of the government shutdown. You do when you go to the airport, and that's when, like, oh, people are gonna start getting pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny because the middle class are the ones who have to put up with everything, but when the government shuts down, for some reason, it seems like the middle class are the ones that don't necessarily get affected that much. But, you know, it's also only been a month, so we'll see. We'll see where we go. So exciting.
All right, you ready to move on to our top? Oh, no!
No! We're not ready. I have...
All right.
I have... Yeah.
It's time. The outlaw candle connoisseur rides again. Candle of the month.
All right, so I came across by accident. Well, not really by accident, but I came across a candle, and I swear I literally was gonna have it, but I decided to burn it early, and then now there's none of it left. And why is there none of it left? Because it's called jelly wax.
Okay. I mean, don't say that like you're expecting some big thing from me to be like, oh,
I had never
God, jelly wax. Whoa, right? Like, don't hold for applause.
Well, get used to these because these are huge in the candle forums.
Oh,
okay. So
okay.
There's been a couple of startup companies that have. So it's literally like a jelly wax, right? It's think of like a Jello you eat, but it's wax. It's clear, and it looks awesome, right? So there's this company that I came across called Bodi Candle, BODI Candle.com, and they have 5 or 6 to choose from. And I got them from the candle forums. They were one of the companies, you know, locally sourced companies that does these. And I got to tell you, they are awesome. Like, I got 2 of them. I got the Santa's Velvet Treat, because obviously I'm a holiday sucker. And then I got the chemistry one for my girls. And they're awesome. They burn faster, right? Because the jelly, what's inside, it's not like the old fashioned wax. But that's okay. It's only 1 wick. But I'm telling you, watch at Christmas time. You're going to see these pop up. Some major retailer, if they haven't already, it's a big debate on the candle forums. Some major retailers going to outsource one of these companies that makes these. And you're going to see them in stores.
Okay, so just to clarify, because we are talking about candles, when you say you got some for your girls, you mean like my girls? Or do you mean like your daughters?
I don't know who my girls are, but yes, my daughters.
I think you need to clarify when you're talking about candles. Like, I got them for my girls, right? Like, I don't know, maybe you're hanging out at the candle club with all the girls. Is there any other? Have you ever run into a man who likes candles more than you do?
No, but I also don't. I mean, I don't like interact when I walk into a store that may have those scented gifts from heaven. You know what I mean?
So you're like the closeted candle connoisseur. Because this is what I'm imagining. There is a Pilates gym that is next to my house that has all of their windows open. And the class is maybe 30 people. And you're all women. But every once in a while, you're going to see a man in there just bopping around. Very 1 out of 10 classes. And he's going to be one guy out of 30 women.
Okay.
I feel like that's going to be you at the candle club. And like, who's that? Oh, that's John. He's great. He knows a lot about candles. He's just really into candles. He's not a perv. Right? Like, you're going to have to, wait, if you go into the candle the candle places, you're gonna have to be like, oh no, I'm not a perv. I just love candles. Like, I'm not here just to be around the women. I just love Pilates. I just love candles.
That's the thing, right? Is I wish I discovered this a decade and a half ago, because I would think it would be quite easy, and I would probably be very attractive to certain individuals in candle stores. If I was in there and just started talking about candles, you know what I mean? I mean, what woman or man, if that's what you're into, or vice versa, wouldn't be like, man, I really like this person because they love candles too.
I mean, I could think probably about 99% of the population, but I'm sure that there's.
You're probably
I don't
right.
think that that's the like the sexual magnetism that you seem to think it is. Like, what do you like about John? Oh, he just knows candles so well. Like, oh, who's coming in today, girls? John's gonna come in. It's the first of the month. Oh, here comes John.
Yeah, I don't know.
Soak their socks.
Soak their socks. Hey, all I'm saying is candles, I don't know why. I'm sure this podcast has a little bit of that's pushed me even more towards my love of candles, but I have never come across a type of candle like a jelly wax candle. And they're not new, but they haven't been mainstream like I think they're going to be.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it here first, America and the world, the universe. The candle connoisseurs was predicting jelly wax candles.
There you go.
Are going to be the next big thing.
Yeah, man. Head over to the Candle Collectors forums and learn all about them.
Oh, I'm sure people are racing over there right now.
I hope
also,
so. All right.
If you're looking for a date, you could be athletic, you could be well-built, you could be rich, you could be funny, you could be smart, but all of that pales in comparison to just knowing a lot about candles. If you want to be swimming in it, get you some candle knowledge.
Hey, man, you know what? Out of all those attributes you just named, I would say candle is right up there.
Candle is right up there, right? Professional athlete, candle connoisseur. That's the ranking. You ready for our top 5?
Professional athletes don't know anything about candles, but yes, I am.
Okay, so our top 5 is top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. It's your number 5. He's been in a lot of movies. He's been in 35 movies.
What a random list to just come up out of nowhere with, by the way.
I took some edibles over the weekend and watched a certain movie, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot how awesome this is. I forgot that was when a movie was a movie, and it was good and entertaining, but not super serious, like this is life or death.
You need to be careful with those things.
You take more of them.
All right, my number 5 is, and I feel like, so Arnold had sections of his career, right? And I feel like the weakest part of his career was where he was trying to be like a family-friendly actor, right? So my only movie from that era of him, and I went with Kindergarten Cop as my number 5.
I thought a lot about Kindergarten Cop. I can see it on the top 5 list, but to me, it's not in the top 5. It's a good movie, but then you realize how many other good movies that he did, and I think Kindergarten Cop gets knocked out of it.
For sure. What's your number 5?
Conan the Barbarian. That's a great movie with some iconic lines. Like Conan the Barbarian kind of gets you started on Arnold.
Where was that his first breakout? What was his breakout role? Was that?
Technically Hercules in New York, I think, was his first big movie. I think Conan the Destroyer was the first movie, and Conan the Barbarian was the second one, but that was the big one.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so oh man. His first movie was in 1970. Good God. Yeah, Conan the Barbarian was first, by the way. 1982 was his breakout role.
Conan the Barbarian is the one with that classic line of, to hear the lamentation of the women.
All right. My number 4 is Commando.
Ooh, I have that higher.
Okay.
I think I could... Yeah, I think that might be a little bit higher, but definitely needs to be on the list. My number 4 is Twins. Twins is his best comedy movie. It's his best non-action movie to me by far. It's better than Kindergarten Cop.
See, I would say, and this is on my honorable mention, his best comedic movie or comedy movie was Jingle All the Way.
Okay. I mean, it's wrong, but I can understand your opinion.
Hey, man, that's why we do this, right? I mean, I wouldn't have any movie of that era of his above 5. I just wouldn't.
Twins is such a great concept of a movie. Such a great concept of a movie to have him and Danny DeVito. Like, I can just imagine when that got pitched and people were like, oh, that could be really funny.
Well, that's the thing, is like when it got, like, could you imagine sitting at home when you didn't have social media and on comes a trailer with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? And that's the movie, and you're like, what is this?
Oh, yeah. You're hooked from the very beginning with that. Like, you're going to see, it could be a train wreck, but you're going to watch it.
Because didn't DeVito, wasn't he the Penguin already by that point?
I don't know.
But, like, yeah, he was an established star, too. It's like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, yeah, he was famous by then.
My number 3, and, I mean, this is tough. This is a tough list. But my number 3 is going to be True Lies.
Oh,
I mean, I will say that Jamie Lee Curtis steals the show, but it's still one of the better movies that Arnold's ever done.
I think that's the same as Kindergarten Cop. It just gets pushed off the list. He's got too many other good movies to me. My number 3 is Commando.
Okay. All right.
Commando is a great movie, and I still send memes to people from Commando at least once a month.
I mean, it's a great movie. My number 2 is Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
I also have Terminator 2 as my number 2.
Oh man,
what's your number 1 then?
Predator.
Predator is his best movie. I think that the only reason I think that Terminator might go ahead of it is because you kind of group Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 together, and that could push them ahead of Predator, but I think Predator by itself is his best movie.
Predator, I mean, I don't think Predator gets enough credit. I feel like Predator should be amongst the Alien, that conversation of just some of the greatest, action adventure horror of all time, and I feel like it just doesn't get its fair share. T2 I put above Terminator because I feel like T2 is the better movie, and it's the movie you think of that franchise. But also, I mean, Robert Patrick Turner, whatever his name is a great co-star with Linda Hamilton in that movie. Like, Terminator was all him. It was more of a movie in T2, but T2 still goes as my number 2.
I think that scene in Predator, I think that jungle scene in Predator when they're all just shooting everywhere is the greatest scene in movies. I think that's the single best scene in movies.
I mean, it's good. I mean, there's so many. I mean, and what a weirdly put together fantastic cast that movie had.
Right. Like, everybody in that cast is great.
It's just, they all just gel. I mean,
I've been trying to look up he was not, Twins was in 1988, Batman Returns was in 1992. He was in a ton of movies. That's his whole time I've been trying to look up all his filmography. He's been in a ton of movies, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Twins was his breakout star. Throw Mama from the Train actually was his first big movie, I think.
Throw Mama from the Train.
What do you have in your honorable mention?
I mean, we kind of mentioned most of them already. Terminator, the original, Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall is probably in the top 10.
Jingle All the Way. It's kind of I had put on my phone Eraser, but that's more of just like a homegrown favorite for me. I really like that movie.
The other one that I think that gets left out is Running Man. Running Man is kind of forgotten about.
I'm not going to lie. I couldn't even tell you what that movie is about, like off the top of my head.
It's about a guy who goes running.
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump is about a guy who goes fishing, in my mind.
Do you know that
nope,
Glenn
I
Powell?
don't. Who?
Nothing. I don't want to talk to you anymore.